Good evening, everybody. It's been a while since I made an update video. So, I've been busy with this game, Persona 5 Reload. It's the other game that I've been playing off screen ever since Cyberpunk 2077, which was a disappointment when it came to story, despite the jankiness. Now, when it comes to Persona 5, I'm not too crazy of the story in that one in particular. It's nice that there's lots of story in that game, but the pacing is kind of all over the place and some filler there, in my personal opinion. So it's something that I don't think I can show off on screen because it's just something that you can only enjoy off screen, I think, mostly. The only other game I can think of is Hogwarts Legacy, right here. Just trying to put my finger there. I haven't touched that game in very long, and there has been numerous updates to the game to optimize it and whatnot. So that's the only other game I can think of that I might be able to show on screen if I can't do Persona, even though the story is still at least keeping me going. And other than that, I'm finally back on track with, doing the duty roulettes for Final Fantasy 14 Online again. I made it to level 84 of Endwalker, and I'm still level 91 on my jobs in that game. I try to get them to level 100, but I know it's going to take 2 or 3 weeks if I do them every single day, which I have been taking a break on because I don't want to burn out. Other than that, I've been thinking of maybe doing a playthrough of, say, the other side, which is a Phasmophobia clone. Hopefully that's decent. There's also Void Crew. I'm not sure about Street Fighter. It's been on my mind, and I completely have put VR on hold because all these other games have been taking priority, especially on my mental side of things. Speaking of mental, I've been having it a bit I've been having it hard for the last week or two. That's why I decided not to show up live for some days of the week because I thought it was just important for me to just have time for myself, which was the right decision. If I had not taken it easy on those days, I think it would have been even worse. I'm thinking maybe revisiting Planet Side 2 at some point. I'm not really sure. That game hasn't exactly been in the best shape ever since, the public figures in that game started to leave one by one. Sergeant Troopers is also another interesting thing to revisit on at some point. Maybe some Sea of Thieves as well. Again, I'm not too crazy on that, but we will see. I didn't forget about all the previous games. Oh, and Ready or Not. I almost forgot about that. I didn't forget about those games. It's just that when it comes to when it comes to mentally, I go with what I think is the best for me. And this is regardless of what the stats on YouTube or Twitch is telling me. I just do what I think is the best for me. Just to help me go through the motions each week. If I was able to do this full time and financially each week, I can be a whole lot more flexible with the schedule. But until that happens, which is a very long shot, by the way, eh, I'm gonna have to go with I'm gonna have to go with what I have, which I'm very fortunate. I'm glad to have an audience, even if it may not be the biggest, or even big. But anyway, I'm glad to have you all. So let's keep the show going. I am still here, so let's get through it.